Hello, everyone, and welcome to my stream. It has been such a long time since I've streamed. Oh, by the way, new skin. I got a new little cute girly skin. Let me get that on my hand. There we go. Full effect. And that's the back of it. I found this one online and I just thought it was adorable. So, anyway, today I don't really have a plan. I just felt like streaming today because it's been so long. All I really had planned for us today is just to work on my storage because as you can see, I'm starting on it here. So, very simple layout. It's okay. I just can't get used to these new wolf sounds. But I do need to start working back here and getting the sorting system figured out. Which I mostly have figured out. I just need a little more netherite quartz. But I think most of what I need to figure out today is trying to figure out what goes in what chest, what goes in what slot. The last world that I was in was on another public server, and I actually had a lot of oops, that is not what that is. I had a lot of well, I should say I had a very set sorter. Like every item had a set place. And to an extent, it's still the same way. Like, I still want all of my natural blocks in these first six. So, like, I start here with the stone, which is a change. I did have it start off with the grass blocks, but the grass blocks are down here. But I have my stone, cobblestone, deep slate, cobble deep slate, tough, andesite, diorite, granite, grass, dirt, sand, gravel, and then I have my mob drops here. But this time I'm also putting mob drops in the second one for a little bit. So I have slime here, cobwebs, leather, just your general drops, you know? And then I have more mob drops here, but these are the ones for the more passive mobs. And yes, I do have a redstone farm. It's very overpowered on this server. I don't know what I did when I set the server up. I don't know if I did something different or what happened. But it did. I mean, I got so much. It was so many shulkers of stuff. So many shulkers. This is all the shulkers I have here, plus these two in my inventory, and then like one in my end chest over there. But then I have this over here, and this is laid out a little bit differently because my iron farm is producing so much iron. But that's because I'm like literally just sitting here right next to it. Because this is my storage area here. My iron farm is right there. It's just right there. So it's always running. Oh, you hush. And yes, my breeder is quite full. And I get the workings of a trading hall here. It's not complete by any means. It is not complete by any means. I still have to fill all of this up, and then I was going to do a second layer and then turn this into just a regular building. Which means I need to find another place for my cocoa beans and my bamboo. Because I got cocoa beans here so that I got cocoa beans there to dye the glass because I'm using brown glass for my floor. But then I have bamboo here because I'm making the blocks of bamboo because you can turn that into wood. And I don't know why the left side is barely running. I'm putting a map here because I do plan on expanding on down the river. But I do plan on putting in a squid farm over here. As you can see, there's a lot of squids. Lots of squids. And I purposely planted this because I know the foxes like it, so. And then also my little compost setup over here. And then my sugar canes over here. And then I have this is my sorter input here. Let's just drop that in there. My sorter input, I actually have most of the first layer sorting. So I really need to go down a second layer with this, but I really need to finish this first and then I'll dig out the second layer. And I can't decide if I want the layers to not line up. Like, it goes this direction, so it starts over there and it goes this direction along here. And then when it goes down to the second one, usually I would put the chests all on top of one another, but I'm almost thinking of putting it like down right here and then going along this way and then going down right there and then starting it this way. And so it's almost like a spiral as it goes down. Just do 3 layers to make it almost like a spiral going down. I'm not sure if that's something I want to do or not. Oh, I can pick this up. Let's put that in there. Well, actually, let me free the shulker up. Let's put that there, and then there, and put that there. Okay. And then that shulker's empty, so I can pick it up and carry it. However, I need to figure out what to do with this shulker. So I'm really thinking of, and those chests over there, that first section, I'm really thinking of taking the crimson stem, like doing like crimson stem, warp stem, shroom light. I think my glowstone is actually over here. Yeah. So my glowstone is over here, but I kind of want to keep the nether stuff with the nether stuff. So, oh, hold on. Let's make some paper. Okay. So as you can probably tell, this isn't like super early game. I have netherite stuff and I have an elytra, whatever. I need to make some rockets, actually, while I'm thinking about it. I want duration 3. Ugh, I hate when that's out of order like that. There we go. I want to make duration 3 rockets. So, duration 3. And then we're doing that. Actually, let's put that in there. I'm gonna put that in there. And put that in there. Okay. And I'm keeping this on me, this light blue shulker full of magma blocks, because I am trying so hard to get enough magma blocks that I can get a gold farm going. It's just not working out right now. So I'm trying to do that, but then okay. Let's just work on my floor for now. I also need to put the logs. So after the Shroomlight over there, I was thinking of putting the spruce logs there and then jungle logs there. Right over there is my bamboo farm, and I kind of want to tie it in to this farm. However, to tie it into this farm, I would need to put bamboo blocks in here. I was going to try to add it to an autocrafter, another autocrafter that would turn it into planks. So like this is from an autocrafter. I have an autocrafter back here. Right there. I have autocrafters that are making the bamboo blocks. But I want another autocrafter to turn it into planks. But I don't think that if I turn it into planks, I'd be able to tie it into my system unless I went down to the second level. So like the first level I wouldn't have it. The second level I would. But I don't know. I don't really know about that because it's something that I want to use a lot. And I would really love to have all my farms, like any farm I make, tied to this and feeding into this. Which I do plan on doing because like whenever the only exception would be the squid farm. So like the only exception would be the squid farm. So the sugar farm is tied in. Sugar farm is tied in somewhere over here. I forget where, but over here somewhere is tied in. So it feeds into the line, comes on down here, and it gets not that one, gets deposited in this chest here. So I don't have something over there that I need to go empty into my system. It does it automatically. I want to do that with the bamboo farm. But like I said, if I add another crafter in to turn everything to planks, it wouldn't really come over here on this level. I'd have to go down one level and tie it in there. Because it's already just slightly below this. And I don't think I could tie it into this one properly because of how low it is. I would still have to go down, so I think I'm just going to leave the storage as is over there. I think I'm going to leave the storage as is. So, let's see. Where's my brown dye? Ah, there's my brown dye. Oh, I think I put my cocoa beans over here. Okay, so those are my crops. And I just have regular bamboo in here so that I can make scaffolding, but I have some that I'm growing at another base. It's not an auto farm. I actually have to go manually get it. But okay. I cannot get used to these foxes. So my cocoa beans are here. Okay. And let me grab some glass. And we'll just start working on our floor because I am so tired of cats spawning everywhere. It's just cats spawning like that, all that's going to do is eventually lag out the game. I know from experience. So the villagers keep spawning cats. I'm just going to eventually have an infestation. They don't despawn like you would think they do. They don't actually despawn properly. I mean, they do eventually kind of like run off and despawn, but I've also had problems where whenever they spawn, they would run off somewhere, but they wouldn't despawn. And so I had so many entities at one point that I had gone to I was starting to drop some frames around this one mountain near my base. And so I went to go look, and then when I flew over the mountain, because at the time it was my server, I flew over the mountain, and when I did that, I dropped so many frames. It didn't help I was playing on a potato at the time as well, but I dropped so many frames and it looked like the ground was just like moving. The ground was moving because there were so many cats that had wandered to that side of the mountain. I don't know where they came from. I don't think it was all my villagers. I don't think it was my villagers that spawned all those cats. Could have been, but I kind of don't think so. Because, I mean, it was just so many. Okay. And I am going all the way to the edge over here. But that's not the true edge of this. Like, I am going to expand. So that's what I was on the map. That's why there's so much space. Because I have plans to expand a long ways beyond just that. I plan on eventually moving to where all of my bases are pretty consolidated. I mean, there's some things that I can't move here. Like, I can't move my spider farm here. I don't have any plugin on this server that allows me to pick up spawners. I wouldn't want to anyway. It just kind of defeats the purpose of exploring to find them. So so I can't move that farm here. The best thing I could do for that is like find a trial chamber or another spawner underneath this base, and then I could actually make a bubble elevator to go directly down to it. But until I do that, I'm good with that over there. I don't think there's really anything I can think of that. I mean, the only farm that I would really want to have nearby is one that I can get bone meal from. For the most part, I can't get bone meal from most mobs, so. I do have a plan though. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but in one of my chests down there, or one of my shulkers rather, I had some moss blocks. So one thing I do plan on doing is a moss farm. So there's a few things that you can get a lot of bone meal from, and one of them is a moss farm. And I don't mean just from composting the moss blocks themselves, but you get the moss carpet, which I'm probably not going to use the moss carpet anytime soon for anything. So that's going to go straight to compost. You get a lot of seeds that go straight to compost. I do like the azaleas, the flowering azaleas, and I may, at some point, I'm probably going to keep those. And at some point keep some of them anyway, and at some point plant them for wood, because they do make oak wood. I don't know why it's oak wood and not its own type of wood, but it is what it is. Minecraft doesn't always have to make sense, which is a good thing because it doesn't seem like they plan to make complete sense anytime soon. But okay, let's go and get more glass. But wrong one. Start with 6. That should be good for now. Okay. So anyway, like I was saying, I don't understand why azalea trees make oak wood. I mean, I suppose in real life the wood kind of looks similar to some of the more common woods, I suppose. But still, I mean, you'd think it'd be its own type of wood. Though, I guess I'm just going to have to be grateful for the copper update. I am totally going to use copper somewhere in this at some point. Once I get a good smelting system going, though, that is. That I'm also going to move over here. So I also want that to be below ground. I also want that to be below ground, now that I'm thinking about it, because my sorting system is below ground. I don't want it to feed into my sorting system, so I want to leave the above ground areas for all of the farms I'm going to tie into it. So I do plan on, let's see, I think over here probably putting in like a crop farm. Like I was going to put in 4 crop farms. I don't think I'm going to do one for every crop type. I think I'm just going to have one large area for wheat that I take care of, and then have one area, or then have the 4 farm area for the villagers to do beetroot. I don't know, that produces a lot of seeds, not much beets. I may just have another area for me to do beets as well. Or I may combine the wheat and beet area. So they would just be over here doing carrots and potatoes. And just feeding that into the storage, directly into the storage system. Because I do have areas down here for crops too. That was one of the ones that I put in right here. So wheat, this is beetroot. I just didn't have many. Beetroot, carrot, and potato. I think I'm going to actually put pumpkins over here so that I can just go ahead and make that pumpkin melon farm and just feed it into my system. Pumpkin melon farm, I would probably put, oh goodness, I might actually put that over here, like take out this hill and put it over here, so that way it feeds into the start of the system. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So, let's see. Need to put my glass somewhere. Let's put it there. Let's go dump this. Nope, that's not where you go. You go there. That can go in there. And then, didn't I have a white terracotta somewhere else? I don't remember. But rails definitely need to go into their own system, probably over there. Pumpkins need to go probably in that section there. Shroom lights. Let's put that there. I really do need to put some chests against that back wall over there. So, well, actually, should I do chests or should I do barrels? Because barrels I can put flush into the wall. Well, I don't know though, because if I put hoppers underneath, I'd be worried I would accidentally drain them. I don't know, I'll think about it. But let's take some, well no, let's leave that there. Which was it? This one. So, deep slate bricks, you can only make it out of the cobbled deep slate, so let's get some of that. Stone cutter. Okay. So ideally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these bricks, I'm going to put stairs along here just to cover the redstone in the back. I'm not going to do it right now, I'm going to wait until I actually finish this and then I'll give it a whole finished look. A finished look. And then, but this is like my regular floor up there. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so let's just finish this area here. Oh, okay. Didn't really want to fall through the floor, but okay. I keep forgetting just how... I keep forgetting that that part of the floor is just immediately above my storage space. And then let's take this out too. I need to go repair my tools really bad, but I'm not going to do it right now. Because it's going to take a long time to repair. Because Spider Farm does not produce that much XP. And then we can just drop it right on in. The perks of doing this right over my sorting system. And we'll fill this in. Oh, let's turn this on so I can see my light levels. Because, I mean, if I put glass on top, it's going to be non-spawnable. Like, nothing, cats, moms, nothing will spawn on it. But if I don't put lights, I also won't be able to see. It'll be too dark. So, got to take care of that. Let's see. Also, putting this directly on top of the hoppers actually cuts down on lag. Because hoppers are always searching to pick up things. And if we actually plonk something just right on top of it, it actually stops searching the area above itself. which reduces lag. And that's something I had to pick up from another server because they were always on top of everybody for lag. And I also had a potato for a computer for a long time, so I had to figure it out pretty quick, so I didn't lag myself out. Okay. I'm not too worried about it falling down in there. It's not actually going into Hopper, so it's all good. And just having items on top of redstone won't affect it, so like just like item drops. And this is just to make it look nice, because I hate it when I put glass down and then you see like dirt or something there, because that just looks, I mean, if you're gonna have a nice finished floor, why is that gonna look a mess? Well, that might damage my system there. Let me go down and fix this then. So I didn't think about there's hoppers right there that it's going to drop into. And that's going to drop into my sorter and filter down to, and it's just going to filter down. It's not going to do anything. Yeah. Alright. So, dirt and grass. Okay. Oh. Okay. Let's fix this. Okay. I might as well pick this stuff up, so it will kind of lag if I leave it. I also hate this. I hate leaving items just lying around like this. Foxes. Oh, there's a dark spot here. There we go. And I guess I'll just walk around because I don't feel like breaking blocks. I'm just going to go down to the corner down here on the other side of my trading hall. I think that would be far enough for the floor for now. And I do plan on taking out that bamboo farm in the middle at some point and moving it somewhere else. It's just a for now thing so that I could have easy access to wood for chests and hoppers. And it's serving its purpose at the moment, very slowly, but serving its purpose. I think this will also help cut down on the spawns, because I'm very tired of dealing with them. Also, just as a side note, I do plan on putting some type of wall around my area at some point. Not right now, obviously. I'm just trying to get the floor done. I don't know how large I'm going to be making this area, but I do want to eventually put a wall around it. Because two reasons. One is that it'll help me to remember where my claim edges are, because this server does work on actual land claims as a grief prevention method. I gotta keep a really close eye on my tools though, because I don't want to break anything. But the wall will help me also see like where my claim edges are, but it'll also just prevent mobs from wandering in. I'm tired of the wandering traders, I'm tired of hostiles, and a wall would serve so many purposes. I don't know what to make of these falling leaf particles. It trips me up so much. Cause like, oh, well, hello, cavern. No, I didn't want to do that. I think this is technically the edge of my claim, though I think it actually may go over just a little bit, but for now this is good enough. What's swimming? Shouldn't be anything swimming. let me go dump. Oh, that's a fox. I was like, oh my goodness, what in the world was that? Okay, that was a fox. Started little running pitter patters. And one of the most disturbing things is that they actually scream like that in real life. Foxes actually scream in real life. So, okay. Maybe I should just dig this out and then worry about that. This is gonna be that more stuff I gotta pick up. Interesting, that kind of defeats the purpose, don't it? Huh. Just landed on like just the very edge of the hopper, didn't actually go in the hopper. That's funny. Okay. Alright. There we go. I think this is just easier to do. Just all the way around. Just this right here. And a lot of it's going to go into these chests and I can just go collect it easily. No big. Oh. Whoops. Let me actually go up there and pick it up before it despawns. Really? Huh. I don't know why I couldn't pick that up. Weird. Okay. Let's go up there and pick up that scaffolding. It fell. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna have to start putting in some lighting. There's some lighting here already. Because in my trading hall, I put in lighting. So there's going to be some near it. I want to close this in because I do have lighting inside my sorting system and it's going to throw this off. Yeah, you see how the numbers are changing as I'm closing it up and light's getting blocked? Yeah. The lighting inside is throwing this off. Because I have to light up inside my sorting system, otherwise I'll have stuff spawning in there. But I also need to light this up, so like I said, I can see. Not to prevent spawns, but so I can see. Okay. Let's get that. And then what I have found to be the most effective way of lighting this stuff up. I'm not going to do it here, but here. So like you start with the 6, and then you see the 3s. Just pick one of the 3s, break it, put in a light source. Then you see the 6. I don't really know why there's no 3. That's a little odd. Unless this is throwing it off. But let's just do this 3 here. Go down and pick that up. Yeah, it's that stuff throwing it off. Okay. So I'll just come here to one of the 4s. This one. And put a light source. And you notice how it's pretty much all lit up now? That's redstone. Well, actually, let me go down and pick up the stuff I dropped. So I think I dropped some of the deep slate down behind my sorter. Yeah. And then let's also get this stuff out the chests. Oh, there's some deep slate in there. And I'm just going to go dump it in my sorter over here. Okay, that is just... They need to stop that. You need to stop it. Sounds so weird. Well, actually, while we're here, let's just go ahead and knock this out. It's just... It'll just be weird if it's just like one little strip. So. almost fell in there. Let's do that. And so many foxes. I mean, yeah, I put out berries because I want them to come eat, but it's just attracting way too many. I'm probably gonna destroy those, break those little bushes. That's just too many foxes. Okay. Let's see. Right here. That there. And then let's just grab some more deep slate and put some more down. So it's 6. Okay. And then some cocoa beans, 32. And let's just get 4 of those. It's 32 done. Perfect. Okay. So let's put this down here. Then there's the 3 right there, so let's put that there. So we're probably gonna have to light up under there too. Let's cross here. Oh. And so 3 right here. Put there. You know, since I've been playing in the spruce forest, taiga biome, I've been noticing. Oh, I've been noticing some fox behaviors that are odd. Like, I realized that they will just sit. They'll just sit. I don't know why they sit, but they just sit. But the foxes near here, for some reason, go beyond sitting. I can approach them, and so instead of them running away, I can actually walk up to them and just screenshot it and they'll just sit there and look at me. They're not tamed. I haven't tamed any of the foxes here. Definitely haven't bred them. I just planted berry bushes for them to eat. But let's see. Let's put it here. But that's all I've done. I haven't bred them or anything, so there's no reason for any of them to be tame or to allow me to approach them. That's just odd. And then I've had them actually sit in one spot for multiple Minecraft days. Like, the last time one of them did that, they actually sat in the same spot for, I think it was like 2 Minecraft days. I finally just went over and took care of it, but because it was just creeping me out just sitting there like that. And I looked it up, and technically, if you approach foxes that haven't been tamed, they're supposed to run from you, from the player. And these haven't been. So I don't know what to make of that. I think the coding is just wonky. Okay. Okay. Well, you guys can stay in there and just despawn. There we go. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with all these resources that I'm getting from this. Before I know it, I'm just going to fill up my storage, and I don't even have the shulkers that I need to fix it. Because usually once I start getting like lots of stuff like this, I usually take shulker boxes and fill them up and put them in the storage. You know, like anybody does. But I don't think I'm going to be able to do that anytime soon because I am not making a shulker shell farm unless, you know what, I should make a shulker shell farm. See? Oh, no, he ran away. That's what he's supposed to do. So, I don't know. They've been acting properly lately. But I have screenshots and I'll post them in the community tab. I think it's community tab. I don't remember. It has been a long time since I have posted anything to YouTube. But I will post a screenshot for you guys to see what I'm talking about with how close the foxes are letting me get to them. Which is just weird. I'm not supposed to do that. I love the sound of placing blocks. Okay. I actually am loving this farm that I made. It looks nice. It has a little bit of ugly redstone on the outside, but it actually looks nice for a change. Makes it seem like I can actually blend some type of functionality into something. Yeah. Oh. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Now I can get up here. Oh, right. I need to kind of empty this thing out. Let's see. My villager that was up there looks like he's found his way over here. Yeah. So there's no villager up there. Okay. And then I just collect it and dump it. There we go. And he will eventually find his way on around. It's going to take a while because this is a long way from him. And the further it gets over this way, the longer it's going to take for them to pathfind. But they will eventually, and I have all the patience, so. Oh, let me actually harvest some of this stuff. I do eventually want to make a larger cocoa bean farm because I need the dye. And I kind of want to make it auto. I have an idea of how to do it without even looking at a tutorial. It's not difficult. And these have been growing like super fast. I don't know why, but they've been growing like super fast too, though. I don't know if that's actually normal for these or not. There we go. And now let's turn this into brown glass. How much? I think for now, let's do another 4 stacks. Put that in there. That. And that should get us kind of far. I'm trying to think of what type of design I want to give the trading hall. Like, I want to give it something. I kind of want to do it like I'm doing my storage system with the bone block separating the deep slate bricks, because I'm using that same block palette pretty much on everything. So I'm using like glowstone, brown and yellow glass. I'm using deep slate bricks. I'm using spruce. I kind of want to keep that palette up for the trading hall, like the inside of the trading hall, but I'm going to add in like lanterns and stuff like that. So I'm trying to think of how I want to do it. I know how I've done it before, and I liked it, but I'm trying to think of how I want to do it this time. I don't want to just copy myself every time. I mean, in some ways it's easier. Like, I always copy these designs for these specific farms. But, okay, so this design here, this breeder, this is a design that I got from Logical Geek Boy. Iron Farm, a design I got from Logical Geek Boy. The Trading Hall, design from Logical Geek Boy. I love his designs, and I love the way he explains how things work, and so I use those 3 designs pretty much all the time for everything. Or not for everything, but for those 3 things. I use those exact same designs every time. Sugar Farm, I did it myself. I based it loosely on a design that somebody else had done. Somebody I had played with a long time ago. This is based loosely on design that I learned when I first started Minecraft. So, for the most part, it's stuff that other people have designed that I put my own spin on, which is generally how I make farms. I look at somebody else's tutorial, I see how it works, and then I modify it for my needs. The only ones that I have not found myself modifying for my own needs are Logical Geek Boys, because his just work. Like, at a very basic level, they just work. I have no complaints whatsoever. No notes, nothing. They just work. I mean, there's some things that I'll have to modify now and then if something changes about the actual game. But when that happens, I just deal with it when I get to it. When it happens. Like, he had done a farm some time ago for a glow squid. Well, those same mechanics no longer work for glow squid. So that had to be modified. I don't have a glow squid farm because it has to be built away from rivers and bodies of water. And I'm surrounded by river. So yeah. Oh hush. Nobody asked you anything. I'm not a huge fan of bamboo wood. Like the wood items. So I've pretty much just been using it for chests. So that way I can save the good wood. And let's see. Did he pathfind? He did. Yeah, yeah, he got over here, so he's good. Why do you look like that? Oh, it's just how you're made. Okay. Trying to figure out why it looked like he was why he only had a headband and the other one didn't. Well, it's just how they're made. Okay, that makes sense. Well, I can drop another. There we go. I know there's a much easier way. Just right here, put a hopper right here into a chest, put a cactus here, and once he gets dropped off, it breaks the minecart and it drops into the chest. It's too much. It's too much work. But what I was talking about earlier about bone meal, though. Another bone meal farm I could do, and I could actually do it fairly easily right over here, is I could do a cactus farm. A cactus farm that I could tie into this system. I would love that. Cactus farm I could tie into the system. So what I think I'm going to do. There we go. So what I think I'm going to wind up doing is I'm going to. I think I may move the crops from right on this side to over here. Because I'm going to put, like I said, the villager crop farm over here. It's going to require me breaking these, but that's fine. I also need to tear down these houses, level this off, get this tree. It's a wonky tree. Oh. Oh. I didn't realize that was on that house. Interesting. But I do need to chop down some more trees. Because I do want to put. Let's see. I can put a pumpkin melon farm right here. I could actually take the bamboo and move it over here to this corner and then just feed it into here. And then I could probably put a couple of other farms in this area. Actually, that would probably be pretty good. There we go. Yes, I like that contrast. Okay. And that's another thing. I wanted to contrast the flooring. So if I build my farms with the yellow glass, it contrasts nicely with the brown flooring, and it makes it even darker with the dark color underneath. Yeah, I like that. That's actually pretty. I like it. Okay. Yeah, woof woof to you too. Okay, so let's start clearing some of the trees on this side. That's village path, I think, over there. But let's start clearing out some of the trees. I mean, I need the wood anyway. I mean, who doesn't need wood? Oh. But if I'm using this primarily to build with, I need a lot of it. I mean, I already have a few stacks of it from demolishing other houses and whatever. And one thing I hate about tree decay, if any of the leaves are being supported by something, even the ground, the leaves of the tree do not decay. So you'll just be left with floating leaves. I hate it. That's one thing I wish Minecraft would change. Like, if the tree is going to decay, why not just have it all drop at once? So instead of having to wait 15 minutes for it to decay to make sure that I got everything, just let everything drop. I mean, I know that there's probably a resource pack I could find that makes that happen, or a mod on my side for single player that would make that happen. So I have played a modded server where that was the case before. Okay. But, I mean, I can't really do anything like that on this server. I want this server to not be like a modded server. And anything that I download to make all the leaves drop at once would only be client side, so it would only work in single player. It wouldn't work on a multiplayer server. So, a little disappointing on that front, but it makes sense. And yes, I am trying to save the saplings, even though I have a few stacks already. But I'm trying to save the saplings so that I can eventually just make like a tree farm. And I have some starter saplings to work with. That, and once I mostly finish my, like the outer part of the base and I start putting up walls, I'm not going to want to venture out here to get spruce. I have Podzol. And I know how to get Podzol to spread, so. And I can then make my huge taiga. Well, huge spruce trees. There we go. Now, what I was saying earlier about making a cactus farm, though, if I did that, it would mainly just be for bone meal. It actually composts pretty well, so. You know, I suppose what I could do is just have a composting area set up that just feeds directly, maybe into an auto crafter that crafts it directly into bone blocks for more compact storage. I could do that. And then just feed that directly into the sorter. I suppose I really could do that. There's so many poppies and dandelions. And I was exploring, and I actually have a home set there. But I did manage to find a pale garden. I was actually looking for dark oak wood, and I managed to find one with a pale garden nearby. But the pale garden is so tiny. I think it's like 10 trees. To me personally, I think it's worth it. Ugh. I don't want spruce leaves in my inventory. I love spruce leaves, but I don't want them in my inventory. Wait a second. You know what I could do with... No, I'm never going to use dead leaves. And if I really wanted dead leaves, I could always just go around and collect them. And just drop that, and then drop that, and then let's go sleep. Maybe they'll get rid of the rain too. Silence. Oh good, the rain stopped. I have used spruce leaves in the past as decoration, actually, and I think they look really good as decoration. Like I had a base one time where I had taken spruce leaves and I used them to outline polished andesite pathways. And then I did polished diorite walls along the pathway sporadically just to light it because I put lanterns on top of the walls. And I just lined the path with the spruce leaves. It was so pretty. It just gave off such a garden feel. And then I did all of the farms, all of my farms in spruce wood. And it just gave it such a warm, cozy feel. I just loved it. I used dark oak accents. And together that block palette just worked so well. One day I'll recreate it, but not today. No, I don't want to plant a sapling. Okay, let's. I'm really trying to move the tree line back a ways. And I know I am not doing this uniformly, and that's fine. I don't really care. It doesn't have to be uniform. It just needs to be moved back. Okay, and then let's tackle these. Let's actually get my axe instead of a pork chop. Pork chops are good for eating, not for chopping trees. And break this. There we go. Now the leaves should break. Like they're supposed to. And I think just a few more trees here, and they'll have moved it back far enough for now. So there's a few farms that I feel like I really need to make and make soon. Or soon-ish. but I am hung up on getting the magma blocks that I need. I know that one thing I could do is I could go to the bastion that I found. There is a magma cube spawner in there, and I could sit there and just block off or change the floor to magma blocks, because the magma cubes, they prefer to spawn on lava, but they'll also spawn on magma blocks and nether brick inside fortresses. But if I change the floor to magma blocks, I could probably sit there and farm enough of those to get enough magma cream that I can make magma blocks. I probably could. If I move it over, if I move this area over to about right here, maybe? Question mark? Okay, so that's... So if I only move it up to this line, that should give me enough room for a pumpkin melon farm. And I'd only need to take out like a few more trees right here. So let's just go ahead and take these out. That's one. Get these here. Another thing though, I need to, or another thing about trees though, leaves don't break also if they're attached to other leaves. So if you want a whole grouping of trees gone, you have to get everything in that group, because leaves will use each other as support unless you break all the solid blocks they're attached to. This one shouldn't be... But what I mean is, like, if you're in the forest and you just want to chop down like one oak tree, and for its leaves to decay, you actually have to not only chop down the one oak tree, but you have to chop down the 3 or 4 next to it, and the birch tree behind it, and probably the 5 other oak trees on the other side, in order for the leaves to actually start decaying and break down and all that good stuff. I understand the mechanic. It's not a difficult one to understand. But it is annoying. Like, see, I was just wanting to take out a few trees, but I have to take out... In order for those to decay, I have to cut the leaves off right there, or take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 other trees. Which, I mean, is fine. It's not a problem or anything like that. It's just the mechanic is odd. I don't think I'm ever going to get used to those foxes. And then, what were the other trees? This is one. And then, let's see. That's not touching that one. Okay. Well, I think I took out all the trees I need to. I think I took out everything that I need to for now. Let's just break our torch. Let's bring it on in. More cats. Lovely. So let's see. I can dump some of this. I don't have anywhere for the logs to go just yet, so I have to hold on to those. We'll put them in this shulker down here for now. Is this one? No. It's this one. There we go. That's a lot of spruce wood. Alright, so the farms that I really need to make are the squid farm, and that's simply because I think that would be a good trade for villagers to get emeralds. And then I want to make a gold farm for golden apples and just gold in general, because then I can trade with piglins. I can make a piglin farm and trade with them and get their goodies. And but if I trade with the piglins and get their goodies, there's lots of I can get actually that I could add to my sorting system. Okay, so the first things first, pumpkin melon farm. And because I want to tie it into the, well, actually no, let me make a cactus farm first. I think. Well, I mean, absolute first things first. I need to go fix my tools before they all break. And really, this is the last farm I need to be at because I have so much of all of this stuff. I'm gonna have. Oh, that's pleasing. I don't know why, but the XP that I earn at this farm is so satisfying. But yeah, I had to turn it down because I don't like the sound of the spiders, and I want you guys to be able to hear me over the spiders. But I need to actually do some terraforming up there first. I'm not going to worry about extending the floor out there right now. I just want to clear the area. And honestly, I think making a pumpkin melon farm out there, it may be overkill. Because the pumpkin melon farm I make is actually, once it really gets going, and the crops start actually growing and all that stuff, it's actually it actually produces quite a bit, so much so that I actually end up trashing a lot of stuff. But I'm still going to do it because my farmer villagers actually trade a lot of melons. Not too many pumpkins so far, but a lot of melons. But to keep trading with them, I also need to make a. Ooh, I did not mean to hit my microphone. But I also need to make the crop farm. The crop farm, like I pointed out, I am going to tie into the sorter system. I may have to snake the. I may just have to snake the hoppers though, which I mean be fine. I can always make something else nearby and just tie it into the system. Like maybe I could put like if I make the crop farm in that clear area where the berry bushes are and take out those houses, I could put it there and then I could snake it along to tie into the sorting system ahead of where the crops actually are in the system. And then off of there I could tie in like the bone meal into that line. And then tie in like if I do the wheat and beetroot farm separately, I could always have a chest there that I could drop the crops into that I could tie in, as well as composting to tie in bone meal. But the bone meal, I really want to put it in an auto crafter and make the bone blocks just to try to make everything more compact. I think that would actually probably be the best. So that way I don't have to have like one thing that's bone meal, then I don't have to have another chest that's bone blocks. And then, because like if I do that, like I said, it cuts down on chest usage. So I don't need two separate slots for one thing, which is something that I've always done. I've always had like one chest for bone meal, like one sorted section for bone meal, and then another for bone blocks, when really they're pretty much the same thing. So if I do that, it would actually cut down. That'd be pretty good. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm just going to fix this one shovel because I think that's all I really need. I need to do my other one. I think I'm just going to do this one for now and do the other one later. Because I don't really need the grass blocks. I don't need the dirt blocks either, to be honest, but eh. I really need to look into how to make a shulker farm. I really do. Though I don't really know if I have the patience to make one in the overworld. I may just go to the end and make it there. You know what? The shovel is good enough. I don't... I mean, this is very... Like, this farm is very pleasing. But I'm not just going to keep sitting here. Let's just go back. And let's start knocking down some dirt. And you know what? Actually, I think I'm going to make the pumpkin melon farm over here, and then I'm just going to tie it all into a central line. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tie it all into one line, and then I'm going to feed that one line into the system. Now, once the pumpkin melon farm really starts going and all that stuff, I may need to change that. Because I'm serious. Once it really starts going, it's insane how much it makes. I've made the mistake of making two of them before because I thought one wasn't going to be enough. Like, I made a double farm once for myself. It was a multiplayer server, but I was pretty much the only one that was playing, so for myself. And that was a massive mistake because I wound up with 6 double chests of melons, not melon slices, melons, and about as many or more of pumpkins, plus the 6 chests that were the completely full storage underneath the farm. It was an absolutely insane amount of melons and pumpkins. I learned my lesson. I am not doing that again. And I think I'm going to be overflowing my dirt in my sorter after this. After this little terraforming. I don't know why this is just pleasing. I really need the shulker shells. Simply for dirt, because apparently I don't use dirt as fast as I mine dirt. Though I think hardly anybody does after like the very start of the game. Unless they're doing something absolutely insane. Which, for all I know, I may make an insane farm later. Maybe I'll make the villager crop farm 5 layers and all the dirt. Who knows? I love the little sounds picking it up. Okay. I just don't understand when players just leave the dirt or whatever they're mining, just like just leave it on the ground. I know it'll eventually despawn, and it's probably items they don't want. Like, I don't actually want this dirt. I really don't. But I'm going to plonk it in my sorter anyway, because I don't want to leave it lying around. This is lag. Not just lag, it's hideous. Okay, so I need to decide where the main line is going to go into the sorter. I think I'm just going to go like from here. I'm going to come out to the side to right here maybe. No. No, 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 no. No, no. No, we're not doing that. Because I just thought about it. It's going to be visible under the floor. So, I need to come back. I believe it's this one. right here. So it needs to come out right here. And that's the line we're going to tie into. Okay, so we're tying into that right there. Let's go sleep. I kind of want to see where I'm at with this dirt. So I don't want to overflow everything. Oh goodness, I am so gonna overflow. Okay. So that's the line we're gonna tie into. We are we don't have hoppers. Let's get hoppers. I haven't been close enough for that villager to pathfind yet, poor guy. He's still wandering. Let's see. Where's my hoppers? Right here. Okay. So I'm just gonna put that there. I think for the pumpkin melon farm, we're gonna have some chests, just because. So I think it's going to actually clog the line, to be honest. And that way, it'll back up into the chests, hopefully, instead of backing up into the main line, because I want to put a cactus farm in the main line. So let's just grab some sand. I don't think I need 64 sand, but let's just grab 64 sand. How many glass panes I got? I hate doing this. 14. Well, I need... That'll work. That'll work. Because I don't need, like, a lot. Okay. So, let's just say we make the cactus farm here. Let me get some spruce blocks, because I need to set the sand on something so that it doesn't fall when I mine under it to change the floor. And then I also need buckets. There's one bucket. There's the other bucket. It's right here with the spruce. I'm not going to connect the line right now. Well, I mean, I'm going to set it up, so you know where it's at. Okay. And I don't want I want like the edge to be like right here. So we gotta go in one. Okay. 3, 4. So I need to take the dirt down one more level. Or one more that way. But for now, this is fine. I'm gonna do this. And then right here. Okay, so naturally we're going to put the cactus on top of this. I'm going to put glass around it. But right here is where we're going to put our line. So let's go down one more then. Alright. So we're going to go along here for this. There we go. And then naturally we are going to... Oh, that effect is so weird. I don't know that I like it. But we are going to cover this over so that even while we're working on this, it's not going to be bad. Okay. That way we can still see that there's a hopper there. And that just hides our work. I'm going to, I think, just change the floor to this. That's all of it. Well, let me go grab some more spruce. Alright, so let's just finish the floor of our cactus, the beginnings of our cactus farm. Alright, so that's a good start. I feel like I need to do like one more on the outside just to put the glass so that you can see the floor under the glass, but I think I'm just going to do the regular flooring around it. That's what I think I'm going to do. So that I have to remove like at least two. I have to go at least 2 blocks over. Probably do 3 blocks over just to be sure. And then I'll finish this. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and leave the stream here. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. I enjoyed hanging out today and playing Minecraft and just talking. It's been a long time since I've streamed, so I'm a little rusty. I hope I kept commentary going well enough that kept you guys entertained. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. And oh, that almost looks like a cat. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.